Hi, this is Adam with T260. Today we're going to go ahead and do an episode that was requested by one of our viewers, and is just how you purify or make just regular water out there in kind of basically the wild. We're on the Nueces River, and basically how to make this drinkable if you were in a worst case scenario. Okay, first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put some cloth over one of our buckets here. I'm going to have my camera lady kind of hold on to this while we're doing it. And part of this is all three methods that we're going to be using today to actually make this water drinkable is going to need this done. We're basically to help filter out some of the algae and mosquito larvae, things that you just simply don't want in your water. So this isn't going to make it safe to drink yet, but it's just going to get rid of the crap, or if there's dirt or leaves or anything like that. So I had to filter 2 more buckets, but we got our gallon full now. If you can see, it's a little discolored from the river. So it's obviously not safe to drink, but the weather is changing on us. It's about to rain on us. So we're gonna go ahead and finish this up in our studio, and we'll see you there. Okay, we're back from the river. We got our 1 gallon of river water, and we're going to show 3 methods, of course, of to make this water drinkable. We have our survival style filters, and we got purification tablets, and the good old-fashioned just boiling the water. So let's go ahead and let's get started. So I got 2 different styles of filters here. Now these will filter out 99.99% of microorganisms. So after it's done, it'll actually be safe to drink. And I want to share an experience with you. That very river, the Nueces River, I actually did a 52.3 mile river camping trip, and we simply can't bring enough water for the trip. So you had to pull it out of the river. We actually had one of those hand pump filters. None of these are, but the problem was they weren't screening it before taking the water out, and it clogged up before we were finished, and we had to just boil the rest of it because it clogged completely up. So that's why that first part was so important. Now this is a gravity filter. It's made by Berkey, and let me go ahead and disassemble it and show it for you. It just has a filter in the middle and just the little catchment there. And it takes about 20 minutes. We'll go ahead and put some in here. And you may need to angle this up a little bit so we can catch it. And once this is good to go, it'll be safe to drink. So it takes about, a fair amount of time. We don't need to fill it all the way up, but takes about 20 minutes, which is good. This style, which I'll just go ahead and disassemble and show you, it just has the filter in there, and you can just go fill it up with the water. Now, once again, I always say screen your water before putting it in there, because I know sometimes they show things like life straws and being able to suck it out of a mud puddle. I don't care what kind of filter you are, you're going to shorten the lifespan when you do that. So always filter your water or screen it first before doing it. Now, while that's working, we're going to go ahead and talk about our other item. And these are purification tablets. Now, if you notice, I got 2 jars. Now, these have little iodine tablets in them. And 2 tablets will do a quart of water. Now, I know we have some audience from Australia and Canada, so just remember quarts are very similar, and the amount is liters. So about 1 quart is slightly smaller than a liter. So what you want to do, of course, grab your 2 little tablets. And now this container I'm using is 25 ounces, so not quite a quart, but still it's not half a quart. So we need to go ahead and still use the 2 tablets. And they're quite small. Let me go ahead and show you. And they take about 30 minutes, so it's not a short process. We'll go ahead and fill our bottle up. And if you notice, I showed you 2 bottles, and one is the actual purification tablets, and one is to remove the taste of the purification tablets when we're done. Because actually the iodine tablets, which not gonna lie to you, I actually put the wrong ones in first. So let me go ahead and switch this. That was my fault, but once again, I was not paying attention. These are the actual purification tablets. Let me put these ones in. Wait, no, I had that right the first time. I was correct. Anyway, one is to remove the taste of removing the taste of the iodine tablets. So make sure when you do buy these, buy the one with the 2 bottles. Otherwise, it's going to have a nasty flavor that you may not like. Okay, we're going to go ahead and get our boiling water ready. We got our little stove ready. This is with my little 1-burner camp stove, and yeah, we have a cracked window. Obviously, we don't want CO2 poisoning. So anytime you use one of these in your house, make sure you have good ventilation, because you don't want to, keel over from CO2 poisoning. Now, this one's obviously simple. We've all boiled water before. So now, for this, according to the CDC, all you need to do is, when you get your water, is just have it boiling for literally only 1 minute. My little stove went off, but we'll go ahead and turn that back on. But it just needs to boil for exactly 1 minute, and then you're good to go. Now, for the sake of arguments, we're going to go ahead and have it boil for about 5 minutes, and then we'll turn it off and let it cool down. Okay, we've had our water boiling for well over 1 minute here. Actually it's been about 10 minutes, but we just let it go and do its thing for now. Go ahead and put this off to the side, let it cool down, because I'm just not a big fan of drinking boiling hot water, especially when it's been about 95 degrees outside. Doesn't sound too appetizing. And when it comes to our tablets, this has been already 30 minutes, so we need to go ahead and add the last 2 tablets. And once again, the tablets are just to remove the flavoring on them. Just get the iodine flavoring. That disgusting flavor the other 2 leave for purification reasons. And once again, just 2. And the difference is the other ones are gray, these ones are white. Once again, these are really tiny, so it's amazing how potent they are. And they only need to work for about 3 minutes. It's just removing the flavor of the iodine. Okay. And just shake it up, and it'll take about 3 minutes. And we'll go ahead and let you take a look at the filter here and see how much it's already come out. Now, this is a very slow filter. It's gravity fed, and there are much faster filters. But I'll go ahead and show you. So it maybe just has, maybe a couple of cups of water in there. That's all it has. But this is just for demonstration purposes. There are like little hand crank filters, and I've used those. But for this one, it's just gravity fed. It takes longer. But this is just for this demonstration. Now, one thing I want to go ahead and add, we're going to let this cool down, and we'll go ahead and try it. I'll put it back up here now that I got my burner turned off. This is not going to remove essentially the taste of the river. It won't, and neither will this. And the filters do a little bit better job, but yeah, you still, whatever the flavor of the water is in the area, it's going to remain. And so things like water enhancers or Gatorade powder, I would recommend. But those are just some things I'll suggest. We're going to go ahead and let this cool down, and then we'll go ahead and give it a shot. Okay, we've let the water cool down. It's taken probably a little bit over an hour, but we got it now at a room temperature. And we're going to go ahead and take a little try of this. I'm going to go ahead and just do it for you all. And my little camping cup. Don't need too much, but here we go. Yeah, it has a little bit of an earthy taste. It did come out of a river, but it actually is not too bad. I don't know, I guess I remember it worse than that. It's been several years since I camped on it. Now, this is the ones with those purification tablets. Now, I've actually never drank water from purification tablets, and I hear they're kind of strong. That's why I wanted to get the one with the extra bottle that kind of removes some of that flavoring. So let's go ahead and try these ones. Okay, let's see if it's... That one I can definitely taste a little bit of the iodine. But it's not too bad. Like I said, if you're in a pinch and you know you're in a disaster, especially where I live with those hurricanes, good chance, hey, you may need to go purify water and you may not have access to it at the store. So last but not least, although I would suggest, like this one, this particular one is a little bit stronger, but I would suggest still get some water flavoring, some powder or something. Mio, there's different things out there, and depending on what country you're in, I'm sure there's other things you can get. Actually, I'm gonna have to hold this. And this is the one from the Berkey water filter. This is actually still filtering. It's a very slow filter. I don't think I'd take that on a canoe trip, but let's go try this one. It has still a little bit of earthy tone, just like this one, but both of these seem to be better than the Purification tablets. But they all are ways that can purify water, and that's the important part of this. And there is more ways of purifying water, but these were the ones I just chose that would probably be the simplest ones. This was a viewer suggested video, and by the way, if you suggest a video and we use it, we'll have your name pop up in the video. And we also have a little bit of T260 news update. We are actually teaming up with the Texas Parks and Wildlife. So we will be teaching a Dutch oven cook class once a month at Lake Corpus Christi State Park. So if the rare chance you happen to be in the state of Texas, especially South Texas, at Lake Corpus Christi State Park, there's a good chance you may, if you happen to go there, we'll be there cooking once a month, and we'll be teaching a how-to videos, how to cook with Dutch oven. So that'd be a good opportunity if you wish to meet with us. And once again, if you do think of a video and we do use it, we'll go ahead and pop your name and who you are and who suggested it. And if you do like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you like this channel, please subscribe. This is Adam with T260 signing off.